Okay, good morning, church. Let us invite Dr. A.R. Bernard, Dr. Kong Hee, San Ho, Reverend Tan Yi Ping, Reverend Bobby Chow, and Pastor Tan Kim Hock on stage to give out the certificates. Dr. A.R. Bernard, Dr. Kong Hee, San Ho, Reverend Tan Yi Ping, Reverend Bobby Chow, and Pastor Tan Kim Hock, I'm happy to present to you the 370 graduating students of the class of 2013 from the School of Theology. They will receive the Advanced Certificate of Theology. Today, 174 students will be receiving their certificates. They are from China, Hong Kong, An Wei Hua.
From Singapore, Amos Ang Chen Wei.
From Singapore, Jason Ang Chi Sen.
From Singapore, Deborah Ang.
From Singapore, Melissa Ang Hui Min.
From Singapore, Carol Ang Hui Lin.
From Singapore, Carmen Ang Jia Wen.
Singapore, Ang Xian Ying.
From China, Hong Kong, Chao Liang.
From Singapore, Marilyn Chang.
From China, Hong Kong, Chen Debang.
From Taiwan, Chen Yihui.
From Singapore, Chen Jinwei.
From China, Hong Kong, Chen Lingling.
Let's give it up for from Taiwan, Zheng Yunyu.
From Singapore, Caroline Cheong Li Ling.
From Singapore, Joanna Caris Cheong Pui Yi.
From Singapore, Brandon Chiu Hui Tik.
From Singapore, Eileen Chin Yu Ling.
From China, Hong Kong, Chong Yuan Yuan.
From Singapore, Chao Jian Fen.
From Indonesia, Christy Yolanda Poluan.
And from Singapore, Chua Hui Ting.
From Singapore, Priscilla Chua Sok Wei.
From Taiwan, Quan Jun Yi.
And let's give it up for Kozik Monique from South Africa.
From Singapore, Ronald Deng Yao Ting.
From Malaysia, Joey Ding Rei Ting.
And from Philippines, Dosina Hana Nisi.
From China, Hong Kong, Fang Wenlan.
From China, Hong Kong, Patrick Fang Yi.
From China, Hong Kong, Hong Hongbo.
From Singapore, Fu Che Yao.
From China, Hong Kong, Gao Zhenfu.
From Singapore, Go Yi Xin.
From Singapore, Sabrina Go Min Yu.
From Singapore, Go Shu Yi.
From Singapore, Cindy Go Sing Yi.
From Singapore, Stephen Go Yu Wa.
From Zimbabwe, Gombami Joyce.
From China, Hong Kong, Gu Kou Feng.
From China, Hong Kong, Han Xiaobing.
From China, Hong Kong, He Jun.
And from Indonesia, Hatari Ladia Aistri.
From Singapore, Rosemary Ho Xiu Lian.
From Singapore, Karen Ho Wen Yi.
From Taiwan, Ho Rou Yi.
From China, Hong Kong, Ho Xiao Yu.
From Singapore, Irene Huan Gyok Ching.
From China, Hong Kong, Huang Jun.
From China, Hong Kong, Jia Xingping.
From China, Hong Kong, Jun Chun Ying.
From Indonesia, Kaligis Elisa.
From Singapore, Cedric King Ing Po.
From China, Hong Kong, Kang Xing Ling.
From Singapore, Jason Ko Chiap Chong.
From Singapore, Clement Kwa Li Hong.
From Singapore, Joseph Hui Wen Liu.
From Taiwan, Guo Zichen.
From the Philippines, Lennon Lorena.
From Singapore, Sean Lee Hong Guang.
From Singapore, Edward Lee Kai Cheong.
From Malaysia, Lee Sok Hua.
From Malaysia, Lee Wei Wei.
From Malaysia, Joanne Lee Ya Chen.
Let's give it up for from Singapore, Alicia Liu Ti Ling.
From China, Hong Kong, Li Mei Juan.
From China, Hong Kong, Li Jingyan.
From China, Hong Kong, Li Song.
From China, Hong Kong, Li Xuebing.
And from China, Hong Kong, Li Zhenxing.
From Singapore, Chloe Liu Zhenni.
From Singapore, Daniel Lim En Yang.
And from Singapore, Ashley Lim Fang Ru.
From Singapore, Claria Lim Mu Sin.
From Singapore, Alicia Lim Chiao Fen.
Singapore, Rachel Lim Rui Min.
From Singapore, Lim Xing Yen.
From China, Hong Kong, Liu Hai Long.
From China, Hong Kong, Liu Jia.
From China, Hong Kong, Liu Yigang.
From Singapore, Xavier Lu Chin Chai.
From Singapore, Lo Yong Ming.
From China, Hong Kong, Lu Qiong Dan.
From Singapore, Andre Lam.
From China, Hong Kong, Luo Chang Wei.
From Singapore, Geraldine Ma Wan Ting.
From New Zealand, Madsen Lachlan James.
And let's give it up for Mankola Longdim from India.
From China, Hong Kong, Miao Ren Xiao.
From Singapore, Mo Xueying.
From Japan, Nakanishi Osamu.
From Indonesia, Narisa Ariana Halin.
From Singapore, Jackie Ng Jin.
From Singapore, Andre Ng Zhe
From Singapore, Shemaine Ong Yi Hui.
From Singapore, Isaac Ong Yi Sheng.
And from China, Hong Kong, O Mei.
From Singapore, Andrew Ao Jing Chu.
From Singapore, Vivian Po Hui Sin.
China Hong Kong 齐元也
From Indonesia, Ripka Irina Lukanta.
From Indonesia, Roberta Sulistianingsi.
From Indonesia Sharon Angeline
From Japan, Shimoji Rai.
From Singapore, Sandy Siu Ki Hua.
and from Singapore Sing Ching
From China, Hong Kong, Song Xiuqing.
From Singapore, Lilian Tan Hui Beng.
from Singapore Evelyn Tan Chi Jia
From Singapore, Benjamin Tan Jun Yi.
From Singapore, Genevieve Tan Ke Ying.
from Singapore Jasmine Tan Lei Hen
From Singapore, Dorothy Tan Lei Ling.
From Singapore, Grace Tan Chin Ying.
and from Singapore Joseph Tan Song Jie
From Singapore, Connie Tan Sui Kiao.
From Singapore, Tan Zi Li.
from Singapore Jasmine Tay Lee Sin
From Singapore, Matthew Tay.
From Singapore, Linda Tay Sok Hua.
and from Malaysia Gladys T Yi Tin
From Singapore, Regan Tay.
From the United Kingdom, Alexandra Teng En Lee.
United Kingdom Andrew Teng Yi Kwang
From Singapore, Teo Mei Shan.
From Singapore, Teo Yao Zhong.
and from Indonesia Terda De Lania
From Singapore, To Chin Chuan.
From Singapore, Michelle To Pei Jin.
from Singapore Judith To Rui Xuan
From Taiwan, Du Qiong Ying.
From Singapore, Aaron Wan Ka Chun.
from China Hong Kong Wang Guling
From China, Hong Kong, Wang Lei.
From China, Hong Kong, Wang Lingyan.
China Hong Kong Wang Xiping
China, Hong Kong, Wang Xue.
From China, Hong Kong, Wang Yuju.
and from Singapore Joyce Wat Yin Mei
From Singapore, Janelle Wee King Lee.
From Taiwan, Weng Fan Wei.
and let's give it up for Gerald Wong Jin Wei from Singapore
From China, Hong Kong, Wu Di.
From China, Hong Kong, Xia Yifeng.
from Singapore Julie Xie Tan
From China, Hong Kong, Xia Chun Lan.
From China, Hong Kong, Xie Xiaoye.
from China Hong Kong Xu Xiaojun
From China, Hong Kong, Yan Xiaoyu.
From Taiwan, Yang Xiaen.
from China Hong Kong Yao Jing
From Malaysia, Esther Yap Chu Xia.
From Singapore, Yao Jingyi.
from Singapore John Yong Jin Kwan
From Singapore, Daniel Yong Ka Ho.
From Singapore, Terence Yong Ke Yi.
from China Hong Kong Yu Na
From Taiwan, Zheng Qiu Ming.
From China, Hong Kong, Zhai Li.
from China Hong Kong Zhang Hao
From China, Hong Kong, Zhang Huaqiang.
From China, Hong Kong, Zhang Nannan.
from China Hong Kong Zhang Yang
From China, Hong Kong, Zhang Zhaoxia.
From China, Hong Kong, Zhang Zhihui.
and from China Hong Kong Zhao Qian Qian
From Singapore, Zheng Xuebing.
From China, Hong Kong, Zhuang Haiqing.
from China Hong Kong Zhou Yi
From Singapore, Ang Yong Yi.
From China, Hong Kong, Hu Jialin.
from China Hong Kong Liu Xijing
Last but not the least, from Singapore, Alistair Ezreal Ong Jo.
Let's give the 174 SOT students another round of applause. Thank you, Dr. A.R. Bernard, Dr. Kong Hee, San Ho, Reverend Tan Yi Ping, Reverend Bobby Chow, and Pastor Tan Kim Hock.
Right now, we want to invite Dr. A.R. Bernard, Dr. Kong Hee, and San Ho to remain on stage for the awards presentation. Today, we want to present 3 awards to students who have performed exceptionally well during the past 7 months of training. The first award we want to present is the Minister of the Year Award. This award is given to the student who always avails himself or herself to serve tirelessly in the various departments of the church. This student has gone the extra mile, exceeded his call of duty, and performed beyond the school's requirement of the 3 ministry practicum hours per week. For this category, the 5 nominees are from China, Hong Kong, Zhuang Haiqing,
From Singapore, Kong Sing Si Maybelline.
from Singapore, Xing Qing,
From Indonesia, Elishaba Natalie Sotopo.
and from Singapore, Wong Song Xiong Ryan. And ladies and gentlemen, the second runner-up for the Minister of the Year Award goes to, from China, Hong Kong, Zhuang Haiqing.
And the first runner-up for the Minister of the Year Award goes to, from Singapore, Wong Song Xiong Ryan.
And now, the winner of the Minister of the Year Award goes to, from Indonesia, Elishaba Natalie Sotopo.
The next award we want to present is the Courage Award. This award is given to the student who in the past 7 months of Bible school has consistently demonstrated courage in the face of crisis and change. This student has displayed an excellent attitude even as he or she faces various mounting pressures. And in the course of this challenging journey, he or she has shown tremendous perseverance and never gave up. For this category, the 3 nominees are from Singapore, Alistair Ezreal Ong Jo.
And from Singapore, Sim Boon Chuan.
From Singapore, Yo Xiao Rong Joanne. And the winner of the Courage Award goes to, from Singapore, Sim Boon Juan.
Congratulations to Sim Boon Chuan from Singapore. Let's give it up for Sim Boon Chuan. The final award we want to present is the Best Overall Performance Award. This award is given to the graduate who is most exemplary in conduct and attitude, and is voted by the entire student body as the most outstanding student. And now, for this category, the top 5 nominees are from Singapore, Ang Bin Lee Eunice.
From Singapore, Ang Chi Sen Jason.
From China, Hong Kong, Lam Wing No Elton.
From Singapore, Liu Zhen Ni Chloe.
And last but not least, from Singapore, Phua Kiang Nam Leonard. Ladies and gentlemen, the second runner-up for the Best Overall Performance Award goes to, from Singapore, Phua Kiang Nam Leonard.
And the first runner-up for the Best Overall Performance Award goes to, from Singapore, Liu Zhen Ni Chloe.
And the winner of the Best Overall Performance Award for Class 2013 goes to, from China, Hong Kong, Lam Wing No Elton! Congratulations! Let's give all the winners a big hand clap. Thank you, Dr. A.R. Bernard, Dr. Kong Hee, and San Ho.